What's going on, everyone? Did we just see the low we put in for today? And is the market going to go higher? We had Microsoft, the Google earnings, and they absolutely exploded and carried the triple Qs with them after the bell. If you guys were watching the NASDAQ futures, get sold off essentially all day. Literally first 5, 10, 15 minutes after the market was open, market just absolutely exploded. So what we are looking at, a stock that I'm going to be watching for tomorrow, is going to be Microsoft. Now that doesn't mean that we do not continue to sell off, because before the day ended, it actually looked like the market was getting ready to roll over. Right? If we look at where Microsoft was at on the day, we did finish close with a hammer candle breaking below the channel down towards the 50-day moving average. If you were to ask me before earnings were released in the absolute explosion, which I'm going to get to in a second, I would say that most definitely we would be at least testing 270 to 271 before we do get that bounce. Now, if we look at the 1 hour time frame and kind of see, look at what Microsoft did after the bell, from a price all the way down of 275.17 to an absolute high price of 302. Absolutely insane and phenomenal move. I mean, just a monster green candle, pretty much obliviating every level of supply. So what I would be looking for tomorrow is a little bit of a pullback in pre-market or off the open. I would like to essentially get a dip buy somewhere in between that 294 to 291. Hell, even get something around the 287. I think is going to be a perfect spot to bounce this stock to go long. Now, if you are looking to kind of, look at the overall daily picture, the area that we kind of confirmed and took out over the 294.18 was the most recent highs, going all the way back to August of 2022. Look at the 294 high price here, rejection at the 200-day moving average, followed by that nasty decline that we had going in all the way to those November bottom lows that we had of a price of around 213.43. If you ask anyone and they tell you this market is in a nothing more than a bull market in 2023, they're absolutely crazy. Anyone who is praying for the demise and the absolute rollover, I don't understand these people. Even though I am a day trader and I do make money long and short, I'm not someone who's looking to short the market into the ground. I'm not looking for someone that wants to see everything go to zero. I'm just looking to take $1 or $2 here and then kind of move along with my day. But from a price of 213.43 all the way up to a price of 294 is just absolutely fantastic. Now, this is breaking out of a whole over a 1 year kind of distribution that we've been in, right? We had the big decline followed by some recent pops going into 2023, by another decline that almost took out these 213 lows. If you guys can remember back to January, that middle weeks of January, early January, we did look like we were going to absolutely test a new low, and then before we have this monster rally. So you can see here in January of 2023, as soon as the year opened up, we've essentially been straight up. We did have one successful back test of the 50-day moving average that came between March and March 13th, March 1st and March 13th. So there was around 2 weeks there where we kind of, came down, tested the 50-day moving average, bounced up, got rejected at this channel, retested it here. This was actually a perfect spot to start loading up for all you investors and swing traders, was realistically down here at that 240. I hope some of you guys have been selling a little bit, unless you have like a 10-year horizon on this. But even so, you make $50 on a stock, depending on how much shares you guys got, you're making good money. So what we're looking for tomorrow, anything over 290, that 298.68 where we're currently trading at, that absolute high price is 302. So what I would like to do is try to play some hourly bounces. I'm going to be watching the hourly chart very, very closely here. These are going to be my bounce spots. It's very, very simple. I'm looking to grab some stock at around 291.53 if we come in that area for a rebound. So what I would be looking for is a push down into the rising 5-day moving average on a 1 hour time frame. I want to see it touch or break this area, and then as soon as we bounce off, I want to use the low as my stop, and I want to play this back up here, for a few points to the upside. Again, hold a runner, obviously, to see if we test those, more recent highs. Your next bounce spot that you would be looking for me, would be around 287. Between 287 and 291, these are the areas in the zones that I want to get. Now, we could come down to 286, which would pull in about 12, 13 points off the open. But if we do, we've got a ton of support here, right? We've got a ton of support here. Let's let it sit here. Let's let it bounce, and then let's get the bounce off of this demand zone here at the 286 area. And then when we get that close back over this channel, which is 287.66, then we can think about go ahead and taking the confirmation over that long back into 291. That'll be a little bit of a day trade there, and then anything over 291.79 into 294. Again, hope this video helps you guys. Hope you guys have a great trading week. Hope you guys made some money today. Again, the market was shit today. It did come on a little bit of a decline, so if you were looking to just go long, you really didn't catch anything all day. It was just essentially a downward spiral all day. But you know, Google and Microsoft, I'll make another video on Google, had absolute phenomenal you know, after hours kind of price movement going on there. So it's definitely something that we need to stay cautious of. Now, if we don't get to, let's say for example, we don't get to 294 or 291, there is going to be a little bit of a bounce here at this Bollinger Band, depending on if you're a pre-market player here and you trade equities. You know, look for the 296. Again, I would expect the Bollinger Band to kind of just go sideways a little bit unless we continue to push up higher. If you are going to take the break, it's over 302, but you're going to have to use a tight stop. Not an hour time frame, maybe go down to a 15-minute time frame. So for example, you pull up a 15-minute time frame here, you can see a lot of consolidation going on here. If you do play the breakout over 302, right now your stop loss is sitting at around 298 and 297.50. So that's 2 or 3 points worth of room. You're going to need to kind of tighten up your risk on that by sizing down, right? If you normally, you know, play 10 lots, or you normally trade 10 options contracts, maybe you want to trade 5, right? If you normally trade 5, maybe you want to trade 2 or 3, especially when you're giving yourself that much room. Now, if you are someone who looks to play the 15-minute time frame, we have a bounce spot here at around 297.60. I would personally wait for 290, right? If we do pull back into 290 to 291, 292, this is where I want to bounce it. And you can see why, right? So if you look at this whole channel that we got rejected at here off the initial move, we consolidated and then we broke up and exploded into that new high. Now we're just kind of consolidating sideways once again. If we do take out that top side level, again, keep in mind that you do have stops here, or excuse me, bounces here as well as here. But if we do continue to kind of backpedal and pull back, what I would look for is a pullback into here and then see it push off higher, and then use the low as your stop and kind of ride this back into the high of day or the after hours highs, the earnings highs, and kind of take your profits along the way and move your stop losses on your runners to break even and into profit. I hope this video helps you guys. If you guys do want to trade with me and learn my exact strategies and what I'm doing, how I'm trading supply and demand, make sure to go to evolutiontraders.com and sign up right now. I only have 3 spots available every month. I try to limit it so I can have one-on-one focused work group with you guys, be able to recap your trades, enter trades, you know, to see the trades that you're entering, buying and selling, so we can go over, analyze them, see what you did wrong, what possibly we could work on, and then everything from, you know, a technical standpoint to a mindset standpoint. All of that's included, and you're going to get access to the community to talk and trade with other live traders. So I'll see you guys on the inside. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. I appreciate you guys watching the channel. I'm doing my best to pump out as much content, you know, educational content as possible that is going to help you become a more consistent trader. I'll see you guys on the next one.